Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic video on top 10 comic book writers. So the person who recommended this was lildudecostas. So if you want to go check out their channel in the description below, there will be a link for their channel. So go check it out. And guys, if you have any recommendations for future topic videos, please let me know in the comments below. If I answer them, that means in a couple of weeks it'll either be on Comic Uno or Comic Frontline. So I double dose my topic videos. Usually for Comic Uno, I have them every Friday with my comic book reviews, and Comic Frontline, I have them every Sunday. So be sure to check them out. Be sure to recommend away in the comments. But let's talk about this topic video. So I'm going to go 10 to 1. It's been a while since I've done a top 10 topic video, so this is going to be fun. So let's get started. Number 10 for me is Scott Snyder. Yes, Scott Snyder is number 10. I really do like his writing. I think he's a great writer for definitely mystery stories, of course, like Batman. I do like his run on Batman, and I kind of like how sophisticated he made Batman. He makes it much darker, and I like that. But really why Scott Snyder is on the list for me is honestly American Vampire. I love his run on American Vampire. I think he balances relationships very well, and really how Pearl deals with being a vampire. But it's a different type of story because it's going through American history instead of just saying, hey, I'm a vampire, and that's it, and just sticking to one time period. It's a story about America and Pearl, and I really do like that, and obviously other characters too, but main character being Pearl. And I like that they started her out as an actress, and then you see how much of a character she has grown because there's so much time for her to grow also. So Scott Snyder is definitely on the list, mostly because of American Vampire. Number 9 for me is Dan Slott. I really do enjoy Dan Slott's writing, and I will say that Dan Slott is definitely more of a plot writer than a character writer, at least in my opinion. And the reason he's on this list is because I like that he takes chances, and we saw that with Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man I never thought he was a dull character. I know some people do, but I think Dan Slott has really twisted Spider-Man in a way and made it new and fresh. And even though I don't agree with every Spider-Man arc that's out from Dan Slott, I like that he's bold with his stories. And another reason I like Dan Slott is because every series he puts out is very different. Silver Surfer, She-Hulk, Spider-Man. 3 totally different vibes to the story. And I think if you didn't look at the name, you wouldn't think Dan Slott wrote all 3 of those books. And that's what I really like about him as a writer, is that I think he's a very diverse writer. But also just for Spider-Man, I think he definitely takes risk with the character. Number 8 for me is Sterling Gates. He is a writer that I don't think he's writing anything currently, but he just wrote a film, Post-Human project, which I really want to see. So hopefully it'll be out on DVD or Amazon or something really soon, because I've been kind of stalking the projects. I really want to see it. I'm a sucker for teenage stories. But the reason I put Sterling Gates on here is because I loved the Supergirl run. I think he did a great job with Supergirl. It was right before the pre-New 2. I remember there's maybe 8 issues before the new, right before the New 52. I think there's about 8 issues, but he did like 30 issues. I would say 50 to, he did a lot. I think 50 to like 70 something. He did a lot of Supergirl, and I really enjoyed his run for Supergirl. Especially the relationship that he made with Lana and Kara. I thought he did a great job with that. Also his Vibe run. I've never been a fan of Vibe, but I thought he did a great job of making me a fan of a character I've never cared about. And if you love Vibe from Flash right now, I totally recommend his run on Vibe. That's number 8. Number 7 is Matt Fraction. Matt Fraction, for me, made some really great series. Hawkeye, even though it's been delayed, I love his run on Hawkeye. But my first exposure to Matt Fraction was Invincible Iron Man. And at that time, I wasn't really a big Iron Man fan, but he made me an Iron Man fan, and I loved his work on that title. And honestly, I would love to see him work on Iron Man again. And I think, now he's going into indie stuff, which is great. His indie stuff is great also. And, he's done some great work on certain characters. So, yeah, definitely why he's on this list for me is Invincible Iron Man, and also, I just named it, Invincible Iron Man and Hawkeye. Number 6 for me is Nick Spencer. I've been a huge fan of Nick Spencer since Morning Glories issue 1, and I think he's grown so much as a writer. And showing that Ant-Man issue 1, I love his work on Ant-Man issue 1. He does a great job with Avengers World. But mostly, again, my exposure to Nick Spencer is definitely with Morning Glories, and I think he does such a great job. I think it's one of the smartest comic books out there. And if you like mystery, read Morning Glories. So Nick Spencer, I literally buy anything that he writes. Superior Foes of Spider-Man is also another run that he did. Number 5 for me is Brian Michael Bendis, which I think is going to shock some people, because I know, some people don't like Bendis, but I am a fan of Bendis, and I really, especially for Ultimate Spider-Man, I think his run on both the Peter Parker and Miles Morales stuff is brilliant. And last year, Miles Morales almost got Pick of the Week every month, and it's a shame that the Ultimate Universe will be ending, but I think he's built such a great world there, and so many great secondary characters in that world too. And then his run on X-Men's pretty good also. Avengers, of course, great run, and I do like his creator-owned stuff. I'm starting to get into Powers hopefully soon, and I have read Takio. I thought that was a cute book. So Brian Michael Bendis, I really do like his writing, and again, especially for Ultimate Spider-Man. Number 4, Jeff Johns. I have to put Jeff Johns on this list. Love his writing. Another writer that even if you don't like a character, he could get you interested. Doom Patrol is a good example. He wrote an issue for Justice League recently in the New 52. Really never cared about the Doom Patrol, but I'm like, you know what? Kind of want to look up more about the Doom Patrol after that issue. JSA, Justice Society of America. Did not care about those characters at all until Jeff Johns wrote it. Stargirl is an awesome character. I love her. Written by Jeff Johns. Teen Titans, Green Lantern, Flash. List goes on and on with Jeff Johns. Love his writing. Number 4. Number 3 for me is Brian Q. Miller. And the reason I really enjoy Brian Q. Miller's work, I think he's definitely under the radar, and I think more people should buy his titles. But Smallville Season 11, he has done a superb job on, and I love his work on Smallville, and I think another under-the-radar book is Smallville. And too bad that is ending. Hopefully, Brian Q. Miller will be doing some more comic work. But mostly why he's on this list is his Stephanie Brown run for Batgirl. I think it's such a brilliant run. I think really why a lot of people like Stephanie Brown is not really because of Robin's spoiler. I mean, I personally really liked her character from that series, and that's how I got introduced to her character. But a lot of people got introduced to Stephanie Brown because of Batgirl, and I think he just does a great job to make a fresh title and just make an interesting character like Stephanie. So Brian Q. Miller is number 3 for me. Number 2 is Gail Simone. I love Gail Simone's writing. I will buy anything Gail Simone writes, and I should be buying Red Sonja. I regret that I'm not. But of course, Batgirl, her New 52 run, Batgirl, for me personally, I loved, and I think she knows the character so well. Birds of Prey is another example. All the stuff she's done with Birds of Prey is great. And, those are 2 big examples. And I think Gail Simone does such a great job with female characters, especially Huntress, Dinah, and Barbara. And now even the indie stuff she's doing, Tomb Raider and Red Sonja. So can't wait to see more from Gail Simone. And I just think she does a superb job, again, especially for the female characters. Number 1 for me is Tom DeFalco, of course. Favorite character is Spider-Girl, and just the stuff he's done with the Spider family. Obviously, the stuff he's done on Amazing Spider-Man. He's done some great stories there. And the stuff he's done with Spider-Girl. He knows the character inside out, and I think he's really kept, I would say, genuine stories for the character. And I think he concentrates more on character development than other writers. And I mean, Spider-Girl, for me, I never get tired of, and I can reread and just find new interesting things. And anything Tom DeFalco writes, I'll pick up, even if I've never been interested in the series before. So Tom DeFalco is definitely number 1 for me. And this is my top 10 list, my top favorite writers. So in the comments below, let me know, do you agree with my top 10 list, and who are your favorite writers? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic and the Rant Situations. Don't forget the I said Rant. All right. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below. There's links in the description below for Like Father Like Daughter, and you can like the Facebook page for that and check out the website. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.